Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Learner Spot by Choosy. Let us move on to some more figures of speech. As I have explained in my earlier videos, figurative speech is a deviation from the ordinary use of words to increase their effectiveness. It may consist of a single word or a phrase. They have implied or suggested meanings, making it more creative, interesting, and expressive. Today I'm going to talk about two very interesting figures of speech, pun and hyperbole. They both add humor, sarcasm, and interest to our speech and writing. Now, pun is one of my favorite figures of speech. It is basically a word or phrase used in two different senses. It is usually used in plays. The word used has double meanings and is used to create humor. Pun is a play of words, either with their different meanings or upon two words that sound the same. The use of such words create humor in reading also. For example, I say, a bicycle cannot stand on its own, it is too tired. The image created is that of a bicycle which is too tired to stand. But I actually meant that it has two tires, so it cannot stand without support. A boy swallowed some coins and was taken to a hospital. When the grandmother phoned to ask how he was, the nurse said there was no change yet. Here, humor is created by the different meanings of the word change. Then Santa Claus helpers are known as subordinate clauses. She had a photographic memory, but she never developed it. I was struggling to figure out how lightning works, but then it struck me. I've been to the dentist before, so I know the drill. A boiled egg every morning is hard to beat. Every calendar's days are numbered. A pessimistic's blood type is always B negative. Reading while sunbathing makes you well read. A happy life depends on the liver is a popular example of pun, where liver refers to the person who lives, or it could refer to a bodily organ. Puns are a humorous art. But of course, humor is subjective. So a pun that may be hysterically funny to one shall seem like a bad joke to another, or as we call it in slang, a PJ, poor joke, or a dad joke. Another similar figure of speech is hyperbole. Now, hyperbole involves an exaggeration of ideas for the sake of emphasis. It is a device we use in our day-to-day speech also. When we meet a friend after a long time, we say it's been ages since I last saw you. The word ages exaggerates a statement to add emphasis to your weight. Hyperbole is often used to create humor or is used sarcastically. So basically, hyperbole is an unusual exaggeration to emphasize a real situation. Some common examples are, your suitcase weighs a ton. I'm dying of shame. I'm trying to solve 1,000,000 issues these days. She's as big as an elephant. Your grandmother is as old as the hills. Now here it is important not to confuse hyperbole with simile or metaphor. It does not make a comparison. Rather, hyperbole has a humorous effect created by an overstatement. Like we say, the weather was so hot that literally everything was on fire. The girl was dying to get a new dress. A literary example is a poem by William Blake. Ah, William, we are weary of weather, said the sunflowers shining with dew. Our travelling habits have tired us. Can you give us a room with a view? They arranged themselves in the window and counted the steps of the sun, and they both took root in the carpet where the topaz tortoises run. The poet uses exaggerated personification of sunflowers, which is akin to hyperbole. In our daily conversation, we use hyperbole to create an amusing effect or to emphasize a meaning. It is not meant to be taken literally. However, in literature, it has serious implications. By using hyperbole, a writer or a poet makes common human feelings remarkable and intense to such an extent that they do not remain ordinary. The usage of hyperbole develops contrast. One thing is described with an overstatement, and the other thing is presented normally. In this way, a striking contrast is developed. This technique is employed to catch the reader's attention. Remember that a hyperbole is a form of figurative language, so they never mean what they are actually saying. If I exaggerate about how much homework I have and say this homework will take me forever to complete, I'm trying to make you understand the homework will just take me a long time to complete. I'm just exaggerating when I say forever. Likewise, when I say I'm so hungry I could eat a horse, I just mean that I'm very hungry. My dad will kill me when he comes to know that I broke the window, which means that my father will be very angry. You can make up so many hyperboles and puns to make your speech and writing humorous and more effectively imaginative. We'll wrap up for today. In my next video, we'll talk about more interesting figures of speech. Bye till then. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.